Hey, little red, how you doing? Hope all is well with you. Trying to get my chat. Can you hear me okay? Oh, damn, that's loud. Oh, off of work. Nice. Nice. Gotta love that. Well, if that's the case, you want to go to work for me tonight? She's like, hell no. There we go. We got chat going up there. Okay, got that. Oh, really? I will definitely be there and check it out. Hells yeah. That's not what I want. That's what I want. Okay, just trying to get everything ready here. Right? Yeah, I hear you. People be like, oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Not cool, not cool. I don't mind dolls. I mean, there are some that freak me out, but I'm not like really terrified of them. Oh, crap. I got to turn on. Yeah, there's some that are creepy. I just think they give us the willies because of the eyes that follow those one doll, those one kind of dolls that have the eyes that can follow you. That's freaky. All right. So that's up. Okay. I think I got everything going. Let's go ahead. Why am I not in broadcast studio? What's going on here? I don't know what's going on. What was that? Where am I? Oh, okay. add myself to the stream. Why am I hearing myself? God, bless America. Okay. Can you guys hear me? Or did I mute myself? Okay, good. My goodness. So I wanted to talk to you guys today. We're doing some, What If Wednesdays. We got some self encounters to talk about, faces on Mars. We got some animal bedroom visitations. We got this map, Liminal Earth, and I'll put the link in the chat. Hey, OG, nice to see you. How are you? How's my Miss Carrie? How are you guys doing? Yeah, I'm not on YouTube. I don't have my YouTube on. No, it's something with one of the settings I have going on here. Who the hell knows? Like this liminal Earth map of all the weirdos. Is there an echo now? Why is there an echo? Does anybody else? Tell her go, go, go. No problem, Zach. Okay, so no echo. Oh, I see what you're saying. Never mind. I'm slow today. Just that. Who am I kidding? It's every day. No, so anyway, what was I just saying? Oh, this map. It's supposed to be a map. That's funny, Little Red. It's a map about where all the weird things are going on in the earth. Now, I've been trying to research it. I pulled it up years ago. Found it years ago, I should say. And that's why I have 2 StreamYards up. That's what's going on. Oh my goodness. I get all nervous and weird and, all that good stuff. I pulled it up years ago, and I don't know how up to date it is. I mean, you can still add sightings of different things. Hey Ron, how you doing, hon? So let me go ahead and share this. Maybe. Let me pull this down here. There we go. Share the damn screen. We want this. There we go. Someday I'll get all this together, guys. And now I have Streamlabs and Restreambot going. What the hell? Okay, Diary, no problem. Be safe, hon. I'm laughing. Yes, I'm laughing. I don't know what the hell's going on with my stream. It's a bot takeover. So, am I sharing the map? Let me see. Yes, I am. So this map indicates everything wacky going on, right? It says spooky things happen every day all around us. Instead of brushing these particular moments and bizarre encounters off as chance or mere coincidence, what we talked about, what if we talked about them and mapped them and tried to decode the messages? Is there any specific place you've been or you've seen fairy, ghosts, Bigfoot, time travelers, extraterrestrials, all that stuff? Does your town have an urban legend? You can go here and share it. Why is my chat froze? I know he's a moderator. Thank you for telling me that. So you can go to this map, and like I said, I'll post it in here. Let me post it. You can go to this link, and it'll bring up a map that has all these weird, all the strange things that we talk about on it. My Wi-Fi is probably going to act up. It's very windy here. We have 55 miles an hour gusts. Or it just don't want to work at all, So you could go here, like here's God's Ark, or God's Acre. Drive south from Columbia into a domain of the Lizard Man, and you will eventually arrive at spring next to a church on land deeded to God. This is still on the books as of 2019 and has never been legally disputed. This is a place of overlapping traditions and origins, steeped in rumor, that the most famous of which involves mortally wounded soldiers returning after being left for dead in its waters. Arrive today and you will see the people of Midlands lined up with gallon jugs of water on the water's edge. Sometimes you find small shrines and offerings of vegetables. Whatever spirit is here, it is trusted and has formed a relationship with those who have come to it. And that's in South Carolina. I mean, it's just nothing in Alabama. Nope, there is some Alabama ABC black panther about the size of a German shepherd in the woods behind my mother's house. See, these are all submitted by people, and there is a link down here to add your story. I don't know, Little Red, maybe. That would be cool. But yeah, so I like I said, I stumbled upon this years ago, and apparently, I mean, they said 2019, so it's closely updated from last year. Let's see, New York. That's about right where I'm from. White Lady's Castle. Yep. I've never seen the White Lady. That's in Rochester, New York. I've never seen the White Lady, but my best friend's father had. He's passed away now, but he used to tell us a story of how he was. Oh yeah, White Lady of Rochester. Look at that. How he was driving home. Him and his buddies were coming home. The typical White Lady story. He was driving and he saw something come out of the woods, and whatever it was, it shut down his car. But he saw it face to face and scared the shit out of him. It might be up here. Let's see. Various manifestations. Let me pull it in closer so I can see. And that's in Maryland, Little Red. Let's see. Oh, no, they just got that one. You should go on here and add it. And that looks like Washington, though. Ford's Theater, yeah, that's in Washington. I don't think that's... But I think it's a cool thing to keep up to date with. I would love to do something. Yeah, there's nothing in Maryland. You should add it. Yeah, Dogman last year was I've heard a lot of stories about Dogman coming through last year. It seems like a lot of things come and go over the ages. You know what I mean? And then they have a legend down here. So the skull and crossbones with the red is dark forces, zombies, drones, corporate death zones, cupcake shops, etc. I don't know what symbol that is, but there's this black one right here is time distortion, travelers, time hunts, deja vu, losing time. The looks like a stag with a teal background. It's mythologies, um, pre-shaman deer cults. Wow, radical gnostics, animisms, stuff like that. Oh, that's wild, Lil Red. That's pretty cool. But yeah, there's a link to add your story. Then you got cryptoids, Bigfoot, trolls, or ogres, thin places, which is ley lines, magic fountains, plant sigils, portals, ghost. The little ghosty is straight up ghost, creepy vibes, poltergeist, EVPs, stone tape theories, class 3 apparitions. And then you got, that looks like Godzilla. High weirdness, floating Toboroni. I don't know what that is, but I want to know. Things that just don't make sense. Then you got your classic UFOs, strange animals, and visions. So yeah, I would definitely go ahead and write in. I don't know if you write in. Let's see what happens. Click to add your story. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, so it just has a name or how you want to be credited, email, place names, country, state, province, neighborhood, district or zone, address, straight up go. Then you can pick what you want in here. So, I mean, it's pretty cool. I think it's really cool to see somebody, have a map like this. Yes, trolls are everywhere. So, yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. So I wanted to share with you guys. Do you guys need the link again, or? Well, I'll put it in one last time since it's on my paste. So there you go. I would write in and definitely put some of your experiences in there, you know. Yeah, mute screen audio. So what do you guys think? Do you think it's a cool idea to have a map like that? Yeah. So like I said, I don't know how, like, if anybody's adding to it as much anymore, but I mean, it's really cool to me. It's really cool. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely will. Ron, you're the sock monster. The truth has come out. He is the sock monster. He takes all the socks from our washers and dryers. Oh yeah, there's a lot of mythology and cryptoids in Florida. Definitely. Oh yeah. So, does anybody know what sylphs are? Sylphs are actually my favorite elemental. They're an elemental. I don't know if you guys have ever seen them. But if you pay close attention to the sky after planes go through, you will see that sylphs clean up the air, at least in my definition. Um, every time they leave, whether you want to say it's a contrail or a chemtrail, whatever, that's a whole nother topic. um, Sylphs come by and they're the wispy cloud looking ones that clean up the air. They've always been my favorite elemental. And so people are talking about sylph encounters, so I thought I'd bring this up. Um, yeah, diary. I love, they've always been. I'm always looking into the sky for sylphs. Um, so they said, as other elementals, the air elementals are of various degrees of evolution. The lower levels are usually called fairies. They can be very small and have little consciousness. They are associated with plants and flowers. We all know what fairies are. Those in charge of air currents in the atmosphere are mostly known as sylphs. The most evolved ones are in charge of large weather patterns. Encounters or contacts with sylphs are much rarer than the gnomes or mermaids. Sylphs are usually contacted by magicians or a few gifted psychic people who are tuned into nature. In general, sylphs are not that interested in humans, but there are exceptions. Yeah, diary, you're hey Carl, how are you doing? Yes, it does, Little Red. You're very you're very right there. Hey, Freaky Geek, how you doing, hon? So yeah, sylphs are those unless you've seen them, it's hard to explain, but they're the ones that usually people see that look like angels, or you know what I mean? You could tell the dads from the moms from the babies. It's very odd if you're not, knowing what you're looking at, or, you know. So, the smaller air elementals called fairies are busy with the growth and health of plants. Well, let's go. I didn't want to do fairies. Everybody knows what fairies are. Sylphs are more evolved air spirits. Oh, more evolved air spirits are called sylphs. They travel through the air, surfing winds, air currents, and shaping weather patterns. They have characteristics of what we humans call the mind. The mind, in Buddhist terms, is often compared to the sky, open and expansive. Like winds and clouds, thoughts come and go. But the mind can be quieted to a profound stillness and then resemble an infinite, still, expansive sky. Oh, really, Diary? Yeah, I'd definitely love to hear about that. Sylphs, when interested, relate well to people whose minds have been disciplined through meditation. Sylphs also relate to artists like musicians and poets, as music and poetry flows like the wind. The connection between air and music as well is well known. Jean Paul Richter, a German art historian, said music is the poetry of the air. Sir Edward William Elgar, an English composer, says, my idea is there is music in the air. Music is all around us. The world is full of it, and you simply take in as much as you require. I'm sorry that's doing double, guys. I hate that it's doing that. Geoffrey Hudson, an English theosophist, sure, that sounds good, right? Who could look into the elemental realm and observe various elemental beings. Sylphs are very fluid and fast moving, flowing through the atmosphere with ease. Jeffrey Hodson expresses this clearly in his book Kingdom of the Fairies, in which he gives a description of sylphs observed at Coneyhurst Hill, Hurtwood, near Elworth in 1926. You never heard of sylphs, Carl? I don't know if you heard me explaining what sylphs are. Sylphs are up in the air. They clean our air, and apparently a lot more. They develop the weather patterns and stuff like that. But if you ever noticed when airplanes go by, with the chemtrails or the contrails, whatever you want to believe about what airplanes let go of, they clean the air. You'll see the wispy clouds come in, and that's what I take as a sylph. I love watching them clean the air. Okay, so we are sitting on the edge of the wood consisting of the very old larch and pine trees which covered the sandstone hill. From the southern slopes, as we are able to see a wide panorama of a beautiful countryside, which stretches away to the South Downs. No, sylphs are air, freaky geek. I believe that, diary. An atmosphere of spontaneous joyness and gaiety pervades all the activities of the various members of the diva evolution, who are to be found in this neighborhood. There is a strong southwesterly wind, in which sylphs are to be seen disporting themselves. Their gambols consist of long, swift, straight rides down the wind for miles and miles until they are lost in the distance, or of twists, turns, and sudden upward dartings, followed by breathless dives, which cease abruptly just above the treetops, and then are again followed by an equally swift ascent thousands of feet into the air. Here and there, groups combined in a wild aerial dance, with their auroras streaming out behind them as if blown by the wind, their eyes wild with excitement. Now, I've never seen them that far where I could see eyes or anything like that. You're very welcome, Carl. I've heard of that, diary. I've never done that myself. But I've heard of people doing that. Yeah. They're really beautiful. Like I said, they're my favorite elemental. Not that other elementals I don't love, because I love all elementals, but sylphs are my favorite. Even my dragon knows that. So yeah, so this is what sylphs look like. They're paintings, of course, but they're the wispy clouds. It's hard to explain, but they form a body. Like, here would be the head. Hopefully you can see my cursor. Oh, thank you for the lemon. Thank you so much, hon. Here would be the head, and then they got like wings coming off them. Yeah, diary. Like a sparkly webbing. I know. I knew you meant webbing and not wedding. Nice win, Rudd. Freedom. An important quality of sylphs is freedom, as air likes to move freely around the planet and around all obstacles. Sylphs love freedom, and that is why there is so little contact with humans who like to control everything. Some magicians put a binding spell over elemental beings in order to control them for their own selfish purpose. It's a nightmare for sylphs. Carl says, I once saw two floating ghost faces staring at me beside my bed because I just come from a ghost investigation at Mansfield Reformatory. Did not know if it was real spirits because I was half asleep. And that's what happens, Carl. When we see stuff like that, we always question ourselves, right? At least I do. Or, you're like, did you hear that? What did you hear? Me and my husband do that all the time. He's like, did you hear that? And I know I heard something, but I'm like, what did you hear? Right, diary? Yes. Yeah, I've never seen that, but you're explaining exactly what I've heard before. But we always question ourselves and seeing different things. And, the more open you are, instead of saying, oh, is that a sylph? Say, okay, that's a sylph. Or was that a ghost? Okay, that was a ghost. If that makes sense, the more aware you are, the more awaken you are. I hate that term awaken. I don't know why it's funny with me, but you'll see more and more different things. Now, our ego or our fear will hold us back. That's why we question things. I mean, it's always good to question things because, I mean, we've dealt in a society for so long to where if we see something, we're crazy, right? So we've been conditioned that way. You just thought cow poop. There you go. Yeah, more aware. Exactly, freaky geek. Exactly. Are you sure that's what you saw, diary, was cow poop? Thank you for the follow, Pedro. Hopefully I said that right. Thank you so much. But yeah, I mean, we're conditioned to question what we see in our own minds. That's sad in reality. It's really sad to me. Freaky geek. Diary, don't touch it. It's too early to play with it. Meadow muffins. I love that. See, now, Carl, I would look into that. As he said, there's a guy dressed up as a Joker face paint that looks down on my sheets. I would look, to me, this is what I would do. I would, okay, Little Red, I will. Give me 1 second. What I would look into, Carl, is what's that significance of that Joker paint face? You know what I mean? Face paint. Why would, if that makes sense, like, there's got to be a significance of why you're seeing that. And I think that's why people get things confused on what they're seeing because they're hearing other people's testimony, but it's coming through to them in a different way. If any of this makes sense. Lil Red, is it like, hey Terry, how you doing? Is it like far down your Twitter, or do you want to come up and show it? You guys know, as always, if you want to come up, let me put the link in the. All right, diary. Invites. OBS. So if anybody wants to come up and talk, now that I got the whole situation, if everybody knows that how I worked 3 days, if you haven't heard yet, I got my whole situation with my sound right. I mean, it's not right, but it's doable, I guess. That's okay. I don't mind. Is it like, let me try and find it. Give me 1 second, guys. If you would, appreciate it. Thank you for sharing my stream out. I'm so not good with pictures. Let's see. Media. Do, 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 do. Whereabouts would it be? I probably should look at chat to see where. Now I can sing. Oh, okay, cool. If I looked at my notifications, I probably would have seen that, right? What the hell? Now Twitter wants to freeze up. Oh, snap. Give me my notifications, Twitter. There we go. Yeah, I know who I am. Shut up. Yes, I talk to my computer all the time. I don't see. Why can't I see the picture? Oh, I can see the picture. Duh. All right, let me go ahead and blow that up. Oh, thank you, Little Red. Okay. Share screen. We want. Oh, I see him. Okay. All right. Let me get that up there. Let me put it full screen. So you're talking about like right in here, Little Red? Thank you, Carl. Would you rather? I'd probably both, Carl. So right here is where you're talking, Lil Red. Is that a little wisp there too? Those are pretty cool. Yeah. I wish I could blow it up some. Can everybody see that okay? Like right there? That almost like looks rodish. That almost looks like a rod with the things coming out here. I'm trying to see it as close as I can. But that's what it almost looks like, a rod. Now, did you take this picture or is it off of video? I mean, did you? It definitely could be. Well, I mean, the wings are too far apart for each other. To me, it reminds me of a rod. Have you guys ever seen? I know, right? Freaky Geek, I do need TNT. Yeah. It could be. It could be. Let me see if I can pull up pictures of sylphs. I don't know if they're gonna know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm sure my computer should know what I'm talking about. Oh, I want like a real picture of sylph. Yeah, kind of like that. Let's see if it'll pull it up. I hate this new Google. Open image tab. That almost looks like a dragon. There we go. See how it's kind of wispy? Okay. Okay, Lil Red. Yeah. That's what it looked like. Yeah, that you were doing a video and you pulled it from a video. Yeah. No, Google's not new, freaky geek. But yeah, they're wispy. Like this would might be a little baby one. Dad like teeth. That almost looks. It's crazy. That's like got a cat. That looks like thunder, thunder, thundercats. Ho! But yeah, that's a good picture. There we go. There are some more good pictures. Oh hell! I gotta blow this one up a lot. Yeah. See, it's. Oh, not you talking a little red. I'm sorry. But rods, yeah, I definitely. I don't know if they'll show it up. I haven't looked up rods in a long time. No, not that. Yeah, that looks like it. Oh, there's a rod. Let me see if I can find a video. Where's that one video? But when they're in flight, they look like they have like all these. It could be a white dragonfly. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I definitely. It could be a white dragonfly. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Both rods, and I mean, it definitely could come through. I wonder, Diary, if you're still around, is that kind of? Did you see the picture? I hate talking to you when you're driving. But when they're in motion, let's see what this is. Hey, you never know an albino dragonfly. I've seen weirder shit. Is that loud? Can you guys even hear it? I don't know if I even. Yeah, see the motion of the rod? No sound. I didn't think I shared it with sound. That's my fault. It's just music. So yeah, I mean, And of course, when they're still captured, they're going to look. I know. That's what I'm saying, Diary. I'm not even going to ask you. But when you stop driving, let me know. Okay. When you're at home, let me know, because I really want to know if this is what you kind of see when you're seeing I'm pressing just any button here. What you see when you see them in your house and stuff, if that makes sense. That's true, Freaky Geek. To me, it don't bother me though. I mean, if they copyright strike me, oh well. I mean, well, not strike, but you know what I mean. They don't know what flying rods are, but I think that's what they are. Some of them I can label as insects, obviously, but when something like that, I mean, it's so hard to tell. You know what I mean? It's so hard to tell, but the way they move is like spirally. Okay. Okay, Little Red, definitely. Yeah, I don't know what rods actually are, but it's they're pretty cool. I mean, I got interested in rods back in the 80s, and then I think I don't know if it was Ghost Mafia's channel or what, somebody was talking about oh, JoJo was talking about rods, and I'm like, I haven't heard that what they captured, and it looked like a rod. And I haven't seen any, like, nobody's talked about rods in like years. So when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, I haven't even thought about rods in a long time because nobody's posted anything. Right, Freaky Geek, I could see that. I could see that. When I started seeing them on videos, I thought maybe particles from the sun. I definitely get that. Sorry. Heard a noise. But yeah, they're just odd. I remember, I don't know if it was the 80s or 90s where they had that big, I don't even know what show it was. Who knows? I watched a lot of weird shows back then too. But where they were in a cave and like all these rods. I mean, some of them were insects, you could tell. Hey Blue, how you doing, hon? Thanks for coming in. Um, but yeah. So while we're waiting, yeah, Ron, you're right. The government did look at it. I think that was the show that I was watching about that. Yeah. Anything interesting, I am there watching. So more on the sylphs. So they don't like communicating with us, but they do once in a while. Um I've never communicated with one, but I just love watching them. They give me a sense of, yeah, well, like it says, freedom. I don't know. I just love watching them. Um Certain nature spirits on the threshold of individualization into angelichood or angelhood, particularly those associated with the elemental air, fairies and sylphs. That's weird because fairies I always took were earth spirits. I don't know. But can feel attracted towards men who possess the power consciously to enter the kingdom and communicate with them. Their submission to this attraction is rarely complete, and even while seeking to allure the object of their affections, they do not usually conceive a permanent relationship. Medieval legends in which sylphs and other nature spirits for took their own advantage to seek and even physically attained unions with men were probably more allergetical than historical. Physical unions would demand materialization on part of the sylph, which is most unlikely and ever attained. So back in the day, they were talking about okay, I will, Little Red, no problem. Yeah, I always thought fairies were okay, diary, no problem. Take your time, hon. So apparently back in the day, I don't want to lose that. Hold on. Let me make sure I still got that. Okay. So back in the day, oh crap. All right. Back in the day, medieval legends, we're talking about having relationships with these. So I wonder if it was like sirens having a relationship with a siren or whatnot. I don't know. Because sylphs love music and harmony and they move freely through the air, they can cover vast distances and feel even nuance in weather patterns. Feel every nuance in weather patterns. They like to harmonize and balance not only the weather, but also different energies coming from the cosmos and Earth and disperse them in accumulation of negative human created energies. So they clean our energies too, basically, which is pretty cool. No worries. Oh, posted. Someone posted. I thought you said you did. Okay. There's a video someone posted fairies. I don't know if edited, but who knows. You know what? I've seen pictures of fairies. Um, and you don't know. That's the whole, that's what's hard. You don't know. That's why I'm skeptical of evidence, not of people's stories, but of evidence. Not that I'm skeptical of people's evidence, not all of it, but some of it. It's like one of those things where you're trying to watch um a video where it captured a ghost or whatnot, and you're looking and it's got that scream jump scare bait crap. I hate that. And I don't know. I get along more with spirits than I do human beings sometimes. No, but so yeah, apparently sylphs. It said Jeffrey Hodson watched the sylphs of an approaching storm. Through Hodson described them as unpleasant to look at. Taking action that storms and sylphs associated with them have their place in nature. These storm sylphs merely embed the storm energies. So that might be the scary faces we see in storms, maybe? Yay! Diary's home. All right, now I got to go find that. Because I lost it. There it is. So, Diary, can you see the screen? Let me blow that up. Well, that didn't help, but let me. Oh, it shot back at me. What? That's weird. I must be as far as I can go. Now, is that. Whoa, hello. Stop doing that. Why can't I click on it now? Crap, hold on a minute. There we go. So is that kind of an indoor sylph that you see, or does that look more like a rod, or what do you think that is? Yes, Little Red, exactly. Like tornadoes with storm faces. Exactly. That could be the faces that maybe they're the sylphs in the storm. See, that's new to me. I just knew they clean the air and I liked watching them. But yeah, I mean, like I said, that's wicked new to me. But I mean, people capture faces. I mean, is it pareidolia? I don't know. But I mean, people capture faces in storm clouds and icky looking clouds all the time. And apparently, to this guy, storm sylphs are not that great to look at. So maybe it was scary, and that's what we're seeing. Pretty interesting, though. Oh, no, 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 don't stop camera. Oh my God. While we break from that, let's go or wait for Diary to give us her input. And me to figure out what the hell I'm doing here. There we go. Oi. Why is it doing that? Why is it doing that? It is interesting, Little Red. It does look like the one that you see, or I mean the ones that you see. There we go. Cool. Okay, so maybe that's what you did catch, Little Red. Right. I can understand that, Diary. I have so many photos, but they don't compare to what I actually see with my own eyes. Welcome back, Zach, hon. No worries. Oh, now what's going on with my OBS? What the hell? There's so much crap going on here. Where's that? Okay, I need that up. There we go. Holy crap. I don't know what's going on. My OBS is like crashed. This is weird. Okay, anyway, let's go ahead and get. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just trying to figure out what the hell's going on here. So if I don't get any notifications or anything, you know why? Apparently my Twitch is still working. Is my Streamlabs still working? I haven't seen that in a while. Oh, no, there it is. Okay. I don't know. Okay, so while I watched the slopes of heaven long, the approach of the dark masses of storm cloud, I observed a number of bird-like air spirits traveling in front of the oncoming clouds. Many of these sylphs are dark and fearsome to look upon, being slightly suggestive of large, swiftly swooping bats. They are darting backwards and forwards across the Wishburn Valley, sometimes following quite closely the confrontation of the hills. They appear to be in a condition of high excitement and give the impression that they are intensifying the electric and magnetic conditions characteristic of a storm. Their faces are human and fully formed, though their expressions is distinctly unpleasant. There are a large number of them, probably 100, including some whiter varieties of sylph. They utter a weird shrieking noise and occasionally shoot vertically upwards, passing into the clouds and reappearing above them. So yeah, there's a So I'm wondering if he's talking about like the darkness that we see, the dark parts. What do you guys think? Is it the dark or is it the whole? Did my screen freeze? I know. I think it is taking a nap. Are you guys seeing any of this? Hopefully you are. Yeah, I know. What the fuck, Wednesday? Okay. All right, diary. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, see, I don't know if it's the full picture that we're supposed to look at or like the blackness in the clouds that might be the sylphs coming through. Yeah, um almost like they're blowing the like they're going to blow the storm through, if that makes sense. Or if this down here is like the sylphs bringing it forward. I don't know. Oh, is that your chin? This right here? Further classification. In the elemental world, there is always also evolution among its inhabitants. In each element, a spirit starts out as a tiny being and with a little awareness and consciousness. See, this is all new to me as well. Primarily engaged in the limited task of assign it is assigned to. Over time, these beings learn and expand their consciousness, raising themselves in rank, taking on more important tasks, and also reflects in the appearance when viewed by humans. So I wonder if it's like us when we're awakened or more aware. Okay, Freaky Geek. Yeah, it does. I'm sorry, the chat's delayed. So here's the chin. See, I see like I don't know. It's like weird. Oh, now I see a face that's like turned to us with like eyes and an eyebrow, the nose holes, like they're looking at us. Ooh, that's kind of freaky. No, you never seen a wall cloud? I mean, well, they're creepy in themselves. Wall clouds on a clasped hand. Okay. Oh man, I wish I never seen that looking at us. That's wild, freaky geek. Yeah, I've seen wall clouds. They're scary. Okay, so the first order kind of corresponds with what we've called the fairies in this article. The air kingdom infant is an eternal. So apparently, fairies turn into sylphs. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe. um, the air kingdom infant is an elemental extremely minute in size. In current teachings, these beings are sometimes called builders. In the inner plane schools, they are often referred to as the wee ones. So, yeah, fairies. They are such a minute size and development that they cannot be adequately used by higher intelligence at their present stage of unfoldment. Builders are comparable in the air world to oceanids in the water kingdom. These wee ones are resplendent in color and beauty and are fond of moving among the flowers, shrubs, and nearly among all vegetable life. The larger the plant, the more these beings will attract. So they are similar to bees in what they are led by insects to move into their etheric forms about and through the leaves, stems, and blossoms of the beautiful nature world. um, they too know a division of sex. Their lives extend over a period about 10 years in Earth's times measurement. They realize repeatedly lives of the growth in rapid succession. Hardly is one body completed, then another more lively in color and formed is prepared for them. The imaginary accounts given in children's books in children's books concerning fairies deal with the beings who are really much smaller in size than human beings have realized. After experiencing no less, through oftentimes more than 60 changes in their bodies in this kingdom. That's pretty wild. That's pretty wild to know. So then they turn, I guess they will go from the wee ones to the Zephyrs. The next youngest life form in the Air Kingdom is known as Zephyr. They contain active intelligence. It achieves a height of no less than 3 feet when mature, while passing a beauty which is seldom paralleled on Earth. Zephyr is brought into being by joyful, playful, and adoring ecstasy of its parents. There is a bounty of spirits in this world. So are they? I'm confused. Um. So are they being reborn? Are they dying and being reborn? What do you guys think? Spirits together create and produce their offspring. It is not the work alone of the mother. Labor toward this creation takes place outside of any devic body. Its formation resembles the development of an egg more than the type of human conception known as our kingdom. There is a stage in existence of Zephyr when their young divas enters a children's world and are cared for more. So is that like, oh, I'm so confused. What do you guys think? Help me out here. Help a sister out. I don't know what's going on with OBS. It's pissing me off though. Guys, don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Hopefully it doesn't cut me offline. Come on. Okay, there we go. Okay. Sorry, guys. That was just driving me nuts. I was not hoping, but I was sitting there. Maybe Little Red. Yeah, I don't know. It's confusing to me. I mean, it could be Little Red. It's just reborn into a new one. So are Zephyr they said something. What did they say? Play for it. Contains active intelligence. It achieves a height no less than 3 feet when mature. No, so I was thinking when it says Zephyr is brought into being by a joyful playing or adoring ecstasy of his parents, I was thinking it was like a chainling or a changeling. Okay, so at this stage, the guardians of this domain of the sphere of life instructs the young to anticipate and enjoy all the activities as well as developments that each may experience. At an early age, they are given exercises in riding the air currents during their games. They are taught to carry with them in conscience and will a recollection of the Creator who breathed them forward as air lives, and who will guide them and influence them through winds and great tides of air movement. Right, diary? I hear that. While young and while learning to guide upon the waves of air currents, observe persons, creatures, and places that they later will wish to observe more closely. In a, so, all right. So they see us when they become these spheres. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. I'm sorry if I'm not. Me neither, Ron. I mean, I've heard of sylphs, but I've never like gone into it this far per se. So then after they become the sphere, which move about you to, let's see, these solar overcharging are gradually, okay, whoops. The activities that are when young is to ride air currents. When older, they learn how to control air currents and act as accelerators and decreasers of these currents, which, unless accented or checked, might become destructive. A developed sphere principle service is that of deflecting mighty intensification of pranic, solar or tentic rays which invade Earth. To wield an influence over the physical world, they need to be active on the etheric plane in that work, which consists of acting upon and normalizing the overcharging presence of the specific regions they have come to love and inhabit. Their bodies change colors temporarily as they subdue strong intensifications by absorbing certain elements. Sometimes the spheres appear to be shimmering, bright, crystalline creatures. Within perhaps 24 Earth hours, they may be a sapphire hued or even morning colored. What the heck's morning colored? Expressing the brilliant tones of yellows and orange. Keep reading, miss, you'll find out. These solar overchargings are gradually dissipated in a chosen place where it is safe to release them. If you would be well for you frequently to recall that the sphere which move about you in a gentle or playful breeze are busy beyond human conception. Already they are at work in the great universal house of their Father, serving because they have no other will or wish than to accompany themselves. That is pretty freaking cool. Oh, I missed Ron's. Same here, Ron. Sorry if I'm missing some of you guys' comments. All right, moving on. So now they become sylphs. We now consider the sylphs who are older, wiser, and more developed citizens of the kingdom. Were you to behold the realm of life of sylph would appear to be swimming in the atmosphere because of the nature of its life and services. Sylphs are air divas whose body, when upright, greatly resembles human beings in stature. Their bodies average from 3 to 5 in height, like all Deva origin in the world. Their etheric or lowest body realized in existence at least 500 years. Sylphs, though are not angels as yet, possess a wondrous degree of mentality. They are far more intuitional than most of the master pupils on Earth, and their receptivity to superiors is instantaneous and wholehearted. Into the etheric envelopment of Earth's atmosphere comes literally hundreds of rays, mostly of solar origin. Although there are a little less, although there are a little less than 40 specific cosmic rays which penetrate our atmosphere, sylphs work with etheric conditions created by solar and cosmic forces. They are unable to prevent the inner accumulated radiance of these beams, but they are possessed by the ability which enables them to create wide and appropriate inner canopies of sufficient size, which acts like screens through the rays penetrate less forcefully. Here I was, man, just thinking that sylphs were just cleaning contrails and chemtrails. All right, Freaky Geek, hurry back. Okay, good. It's pretty cool to read about these. I mean, man, it's funny because sylphs I always figured were like, I mean, elementals, to a human being, elementals are like assholes, really. But they're not really assholes. They're just here to do their job. You know what I mean? They don't mind us. I don't think they look down on us like oh, that's a human. They're stupid. You know what I mean? I don't think it's that way at all. I just think that they're here to do their job. It's not the one I want. And yeah, diary. I hear you. I mean, I don't see things, but I feel things. So it's like I can put myself in I can walk in other people's shoes, and I do it way too much. Or I've always done it, but I can't. I mean, I can stop it, but I just don't. I'm like, welcome back, Freaky Geek. I'm just very well, I guess, open to all the energies that I get. And sometimes I do put myself in like, what it would be like to be a sylph. This is before I read all this. I mean, I see them up in the sky, of course, but not in the dimensions like you. Yeah, I can't imagine how beautiful they must look. You will not walk in heels? Well, why not, Freaky Geek? What the hell? You're welcome, Freaky Geek. Are you sure that we keep messing stuff up? Are you asking Ron, do I think we keep messing stuff up, or do they keep messing stuff up? I think they're built to take care of us. I mean, there's just so much that we don't. Oh, and Little Red and Diary, I believe you guys. Don't please don't ever think that I don't. That happens a lot too, Diary or Little Red. When when I start talking about things, people are like, and I do that too. When I start thinking about something, it's like that video pops up on my um feed, which I like is nothing near what I was looking at. Do you know what I mean? Synchronicities, man. Yep, the synchronicities, and you captured that photo today, Diary. That's pretty cool. Yes, exactly, Freaky Geek. I definitely agree. I definitely agree. I think the Sylphs are here to play. They don't really care. The feeling I get from them is they don't really care about us. I mean, they do in a way, but they don't. Um, they're more worried about their job of taking care of this earth and not letting the sun rays hit too hard, or you know. Right, Little Red. I totally get that. I um I definitely, yeah, and that's why like I said before, I made this channel because all views are important to me, and I'm not talking about views of people watching my video. I'm talking about all views of life from different people are very important to me. And nobody should have to hide how they feel or what they've seen or what they've been through. Do you know what I mean? Right, Freaky Geek. I mean, that's why I love Google is I Google different things all the time. I mean, I'm sure my boss at work is like, "What the hell is this?" I'm sure he looks at the history and is like, "What the hell? What is she looking up now?" But yeah, I just think this is really cool. So apparently after they become a sylph, they become angels of the winds of nature. In higher worlds, they are called Claire. Claire? Claire? Does that sound right? Claire. So this particular angel order of the, oh, helps if I'm on the right screen. Um, Angel of the air has charged all the steadfast air currents which is caused by Earth's rotation. These include prevailing westerly winds as well as equatorial winds and others which are familiarly known as own localities. Since air currents are in the constant motion, they are like rivers of air. Solaire, Kilaire are sentials, steadfast watchers of those uncasing streams. Some people have to, so they're like watchtowers. Some people prefer to have charge of the westerly trade wind. Other of this host more drawn to the tremendous power present at the equatorial belt. Equatorial belt. Ugh. Where has my chat gone? What are you guys talking? No, I'm joking. You can talk about anything you want. I don't care. Okay. So, however, most of the sensors of the world, they are usually observed in a swimming or diving position through the air rivers that they supervise. Sometimes the intelligence of who are responsible for certain winds will travel as much as two or three, sometimes, or man, much as 2 or 3 thousand miles or more in order to reach a certain destination. Most of the wind beings have their homeland to be, which they return when their mission is completed. And then apparently there's divas of lightning, electric angels. Wow, there's just so much. That's pretty cool. Oh, are you did was there, it doesn't matter. Just let me know which way you're sending it and I will look. Just don't send it Instagram, because I never check that. Hey, Blue, nothing wrong with lurking. I hope you're liking this information. I mean, of one's, theory about sylphs. So there are several groups of air spirits who have specific tasks in relation to specific climate or weather conditions. Divus of lightning and the angel of disorder are under planetary intelligence, who regard the needs of the world from several levels. Scaramel. If the earth is in need of certain elements or other, I mean, that does make sense. They are elementals, right? Or the etheric lower astral planes are heavy with impurities, lightning will be attracted. Oh, that makes me think. So if there's like negativity, I wonder if there's like, okay, because all this stuff, goes through my head as I'm reading things. So I wonder if like you get a bad storm, like if there's a lot of negativity around, right? Ron. Okay. All right. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think that? Or am I just, hold on, let me get to Twitter again. Talks amongst yourself. Okay. All right, let me get this up here. Philip there. Where'd you go? Oh, let me go ahead and zoom in. There we go. Oh, hold on. Let me get, oh, it's doing that thing again. It's going to go back to Twitter. Let me get that up there. I wish, let me see if I can get it. It might not let me. Yeah, it's not letting me. Hold on, I got to go back down. Excuse me. I think 200 as far as it, yeah. Bless America. Oh, what that? See? Oh, wait a minute. Was that closer? Yeah, I definitely see. Well, I'll let you guys comment. Let me see. Haha. Is that better, guys? No, it won't. It still won't let me go further. I know what I see, but I'll let. There's a couple different things I can say I see, actually. Let me pull it down. Oh, I can't. I see a woman. I definitely see like she's wearing a t-shirt and like a long skirt. But I see like a woman, her eyes right here. But I also see a different creature, and it's very weird, like a mushroom. He's got like a mushroom hat right here. Of course, I look and his eyes are right here, and he's got a long nose. Yeah, Little Red, 50 style hair brown. Yeah. But like I see a little creature up here. A leg under the t-shirt, like right here. Oh yeah, it could be too. Good looking, freaky geek. Yeah. But within the top, dude. I kind of, I don't know if I do, Diary. Like where her face is. Oh, yeah. I seen one. Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah. That just like popped up to me. At first, I didn't see it. And as I was, when I'm like pushing myself up to see the monitor, it like the one on the left hand side popped out at me, and then it was like, whoa. Then the other one was there. Yeah. Oh, are you talking about the child like right here? I see a child there. But like I don't know if it's I almost get to feel like an Egyptian child, or are you talking over? See, it's hard for me to say because my monitor's up. Looks like there's something in the windows, very faint. Where do you see Zach? Like over here, Red? See, this comes to me like an Egyptian or like a queen, like not queen, but like a pharaoh status, but female. Really, Diary? Hillary Clinton. Ron. Yeah, like a female of high stature, definitely. Very cool, though. Very cool. Looks like a mouse to you. Where, here, Diary? Or, I mean, Freaky? Do you guys see my little mushroom man? Oh, wow, Diary. When I woke up this morning, a man was talking to me and asked me where the crystal was. He was like demanding, show me the crystal. I was like, what? See, so you're not the only one, Freaky Geek. Somebody else said a mouse. But nobody sees my little mushroom guy. But it's not like it's so weird the feeling I get from it. It's not like a cartoon mushroom guy. It's like a being of some sort. But just like I feel very happy go lucky. Just checking things out type of dude. That's so cool. Thank you so much. Yeah, I absolutely love that. Right, Zach? Where do you see the beings in the window? I'd love to, or whatever's in the window. I want to see if you're seeing what I'm seeing. But I think mine is the shade. It's hard because it's on my top monitor, and that's pretty wild though. There's something like that roof is very weird. Like I almost it's weird. It's so weird saying this. Do you guys know the old Camel cigarette packs? Well, I think still the same Camel cigarette packs where you could see in the Camel a guy and a girl. It's kind of like what I see on the roof. But is this truly what we see, or is it pareidolia? Isn't that wild? But I mean, to me, if you're meant to see it, you're meant to see it. That's okay, Zach. No apologies. Oh, that's awesome, Diary. That's awesome. Yeah, that's what I mean. If you're meant to see them, you're meant to see them for a reason. Okay, Freaky Geek. It's pretty freaking cool to me. I love seeing stuff like this. But we are in right too, right, Diary? That what you see in Little Red's picture is what you see when the sylphs are in the house cleaning. See, I've never seen them that small, if that makes sense. It's not what I want. Why does it do that? There we go. If that makes sense. That's not what I've never seen them that small. So that's pretty cool. If it is Little Red, you got a little sylph there cleaning your air and shit. That's pretty cool. Right. Yeah, that's what I mean, Diary too, is well, I don't think I said it. It was in my mind, but the rain. Um, and usually on buildings, rain, you see the same pattern over and over again most of the times, unless it's changed directions, but you know what you've seen. You know what I mean? You know the patterns you've seen. So if this showed up differently today, that's pretty freaking cool. And there's a meaning behind it. But obviously it did its job with lifting you up and seeing that. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome to me. I thank you for sharing that. You and Little Red. Right, exactly, Little Red. That's what I'm saying. Seeing the different uh things come up in your pictures. That's cool, Diary. That's really cool. I capture so much in the rain. It's one of the reasons I don't mind getting out in the rain and filming. Yeah, thank God your cam is waterproof, definitely. Um, but yeah, Little Red, that's why I like sharing this stuff. You're exactly right. The things I capture, I'm taking pictures of dogs every day, so I get a lot of things that you question how you got the shot, and it won't be in another shot. Yeah, I totally get that. Totally get that. I mean, it's pretty freaking cool. I thank you guys for sharing that stuff with me. If anybody else has anything else or want to come up and that. Oh, I did want to show you guys. Hold on one sec. Let me guess what I bought. And I thought we could do an experiment with it one night. If you don't like mirrors, turn away. Yeah, anytime you want, diary. Anytime you want. So this is what I bought. And hopefully I don't blind you guys. Oh, shit. Turn off the... I'm trying not to blind you guys. I got an infinity mirror. So, I'm thinking maybe we can do an experiment. I'm trying not to blame you. Damn you. Somehow do an experiment with that. Well, infinity mirrors are supposed to be, because mirrors are like portals, they say, right? So I don't know yet, Freaky Geek. I haven't figured that part out yet. But yeah, I bought one of them just to see if maybe we can set it up with a camera. I don't know. You guys think of some stuff too, damn it. Remember, this is our channel. Yeah, I mean, I think it would be fun to experiment with. I'm thinking about like putting a candle up. Oh, and the other day, remember how I brought this up before, and you guys, because my screen kept freaking out. Remember how I told you that I was going to buy that wheel that you supposedly can move with your mind, or telekinetic, you know what I'm saying, energy. Well, I didn't get that one, but I got another one. And I bought a glass base for it. And I know I talked about this before, but it got so you couldn't. That's when I was having problems with my camera and it froze. But I'll show you guys what it is. Let me see here. I can get it on there and have it stop. So that's it. Right? And what I'm going to do is I have a glass base. It's actually at the post office now coming that I'm going to, okay, Freaky Geek, hurry back. I'm going to place over it and have a camera on it and see if it moves at all. But I want something that we can see through, but I want like no air hitting it. Not that there's air coming through here, but you never know. And we'll see what we can kind of do to, it'll be on one of the Monday shows. See if we can move it with our mind. And if you guys ever come up with other experiments, let me know and I'll try to figure it out. I don't understand why my Twitch bot is going. I haven't even been to Twitch. So anyway, like I said, with these, let me get this down. Yes, Freaky Geek, don't forget Lil Red's tea. There we go. Okay. So apparently sylphs have these divas of lightning. If the earth is needed of certain elements, is the etheric or low astral planes are heavy with impurities, lightning will be attracted. So again, like I was saying, so what do you guys think about that? Like, do you think like lightning storms, if there's a lot of negativity, is there a lot of like, see, my brain goes and goes and goes. Like, say there's a truly haunted house, you know what I'm saying? Like Eastern Penitentiary or Waverly Hills or Rolling Hills. You guys probably don't know what that is, but um, and it's like negative energy there. Do you think there's a lot more storms there? Ron wants coffee, freaky. Oh, cool. Cool, diary. Aerokinesis and aquakinesis. That's pretty freaking cool. So, these electric angels are often given to the group which deals with magnetism and forces of electricity. In the Deva world, they are called spiritual. Oh. When humanity's consciousness is more uniformly developed, men shall receive knowledge directly from the order of for the harnessing and control of this power element. The Arawi are advanced angels, and their names is a general one, similar to the term karmic angel. In order, there are several divisions, two chief ones and three minor divisions, which serving to influence atmosphere and weather. Most of all, the area angel is in charge of governing and deciding upon what astronomic conditions should prevail. If rain, snow, or fog are needed, they set into motion the force of the Murmelo and the Nital, who have charge of gathering together the conditions necessary for making of a storm. The Nital are the ones of the smaller groups of the Airway order, whose service consists of controlling certain weather rhythms in a particular seasons. If it is these rhythms which is responsible for patterns found in snowflakes and frost. That's pretty cool. The Feely, I've heard of them before, are another group of Arwe order who induces conditions which precipitate the ocean's releasement of water by means of evaporation. In order, another order, the Delvi, are responsible for the control and supervision of the mingling of air and water elements. In speaking generally of air intelligence, call them airwe. In the stratosphere of the Earth, and commonly about all the similar planets, are the highest and the most developed intelligence of the air kingdom. Their islands of air are immersed and their sanctuaries where infinite peace exists are beyond human comprehension. In the locality, wow. So I wonder if that's where we go when, like, feeling we're having a near death experience, like feeling that peace and serenity. Are we rising up in the clouds? In this locality dwell the Tija. They are tremendously advanced, masterly, and lordly figures representative of the gentler as well as the stronger sex. All instruction, all decision as to changes regarding climate, rainfall, and the fertility of earth are considered in this threshold of the Tija. Some of their ranks belong to the water kingdom. Most of their numbers are above the level of archangelhood. It is interesting, isn't it, Diary? I think it's pretty cool. Trying to figure out things, you know? And then it goes into man. I mean, I won't get into this today because it's 11:56. But man's disrespect towards nature, how yeah we've screwed up this planet, definitely. So I can understand if they hate us. Real quick, since it is what if Wednesday. You guys are talking about animals. It's so funny that you know. Yeah, opening up chakras, they're very hard. You got to get them just right, and it's like, ugh. But it's good that you, yeah. I mean, different. Don't be blaming my '80s hairdo for the ozone. No, I'm joking. I needed that poof. It was very important back in the day to have that poof. But animal bedroom visitations. So I didn't know what this was about, but I thought it was pretty cool. It's just about animal visitations. I told you guys my story of animal. Maybe, maybe Ron. It might have been a woman. Yeah, exactly. Diary. If you're not balanced in all your chakras, it's more difficult to open up another. Yes. There you go, Little Red. And that's what it's all about. Trying different things, you know what I mean? Opening up this chakra to opening up this chakra and balancing all those chakras out. And I mean, it's all about we have to do it ourselves because we have to know what works for us. What works for me might not work for you. And you know how it goes. Um, but yeah, the one day, and I know some of you have heard this before, my old apartment, I was sitting there at the computer like I am now, and you know how when a cat goes to jump up, you jump back, so they can land on your lap without scratching the hell out of you. And I didn't even have a cat at the time, but my natural reaction, because I grew up with cats, is I saw this cat running through. I was in the dining room. It was running through the living room and went to jump up on my lap. I think I have one of my old cats that follow me around because of the fact that when I was doing the live paranormal down in the other room, Patrick and I think a couple other have a good day, freaky geek. Be safe out there. Um, Patrick and a couple other people. I don't know if Diary you saw it or not, but they saw a tail, like a black tail. And Patrick, he's like, I didn't say anything because I thought you had a cat. Well, I live and work in a hotel and I can't have cats or any animals at that matter. So, you know what I mean? It was just, I think I have one of my little kitty kitties following me around. I think my spirit animal is a wolf also. I'm not sure. I've been greeted by a wolf in my dreams or in my meditation. A meditation I was doing to go into the spirit world. And there was a wolf on the path that came up to me and like guided me into the um, hedge, I guess you would say. Oh, my bosses are like that too. We call them little ninjas because they sneak up on us. Oh, that's cool, little red. That's cool. So this person ever had an animal appear in your bedroom while you were a child? It happened to me. My sleeping room was upstairs at the end of the corridor. My mother had tucked me in, turned the lights out, and went downstairs. I was about 5 years old when I remember it vividly. Laying in bed, I was facing the corridor. My mother always left the door open. One evening, they came. First, I heard rhythmic steps, then I saw them. The wolves came through the corridor towards my room. They walked in line calmly at a steady pace. Just in front of my bed, they disappeared. I was afraid and screamed. My mother ran up the stairs and asked me what was wrong. I explained what happened, and of course, my mother told me that I had a bad dream. No, I was wide awake. I had not fallen asleep yet. Nevertheless, my mother insisted it had been a dream. The next morning, when I was trying to convince her that the wolves were really, really there, she said that I could not possibly know what wolves were and how they looked. Nowadays, children are inundated with information and television programs as soon as they're born. In my early years, my parents had only a few books, no pictures of wolves in them, and I was not allowed to watch television until I was 6 or 7. The wolves visited me with a couple of nights in a row. First, I heard them walking, then they became visible, and they walked straight towards me. Finally, these disappeared in front of me. Although they were peaceful, I was frightened by the experience. Did you see Harvey Diary? Did you see Harvey? God, I miss. That's so funny that you said that because somebody in another stream was mentioning like a big bunny or something. All I thought about was the movie Harvey, and now I have to see Harvey again. Um, so I lived. Here's another experience. No, Diary was looking for cow patties, or she saw a cow patty. She did. I don't know if she stepped in it though. Here's an experience for someone else I found on the website who an animal had visited her in her bedroom. And yes, the aliens are not that far away. So they're kind of putting animal sightings to aliens? I don't know. Let's see. I lived in Dublin, Ireland, and following events happened roughly about 1981 to 1985. When I was very young, I had a nasty habit of getting out of bed in the middle of the night and crawling in between my parents. I was doing this constantly up until around the age of 4, which stage my dad had obviously had enough. He told me that he had let me keep the light on all night as long as I promised to stay in my own bedroom. I agreed, but lay awake most of the first night just staring at the curtains. I kept drifting in and out of sleep, my mother coming in the middle of times to make sure that I was okay. During the time when I was awake, I kept staring at the design in the curtains, my eyes following it as I was attempting to see how many times it repeated itself. It was then that it happened. Quite without warning, a large creature suddenly appeared from behind the curtains. It was perhaps 7 feet high and covered in sandy colored fur, a lion's head and face atop two impossibly long legs. In fact, it seems as if the legs came directly out of the head. I can't remember the thing having any kind of torso whatsoever. It stood there staring at me for a couple seconds before suddenly striding towards the bed. I recoiled, but before I could react further, it simply vanished. I'm fully certain that I wasn't asleep. The memory is far too distant and clear for it to have been a dream. Strangely enough, though, once it had vanished, I felt no fear whatsoever. I didn't even get out of bed. A couple years later, I was lying in bed once again, this time with the light off. Once again, I was staring at the curtain, the street lights outside illuminating the lace patterns in the dim outline of white. As I lay there and I suddenly became aware of movement by my wardrobe, my eyes focusing in on the door, and then, quite without warning, the wood suddenly seemed to split open. A large white head appeared, much like that of a hippo. It was glowing white, and when it opened its mouth, a strange squeaking sound emerged. It swung its head back and forth for a few moments, and then I could have sworn that I heard the sound of laughter from the other side of the room. Then, in a reverse action, the head disappeared back inside the wardrobe, the wood instantly fixing itself once again, and I felt no fear. I remember checking the wardrobe the next day, but couldn't remember any evidence of anything unusual. I told my parents, but they insisted that I must have been dreaming. I know I wasn't, though. I remember my dreams, and there was a big difference between the atmosphere of dream and reality. Over the next couple of years, I experienced similar visitations. The outline of an elephant appearing on the wall at one point, and another occasion when some kind of ape was looking through my mirror. The final incident was somewhat different and far more frightening. It was when I was about 7 years old. Once again, lying in my bed alone, I was wide awake and scared. Why, I don't know. I just kept thinking that there was something in the room watching me. I turned over so that I was now facing the wall, and as I did, a deep growling sound came from behind me. This time I was scared, but remained hiding under the covers as I was far too terrified to get up and run for the door. This was the last time such an incident took place. For years, these memories have haunted me, and I can't help wonder if anyone else has ever experienced similar bedroom visitations. Perhaps that they're mere hallucinations. But why would I be hallucinating up until the age of 7 and then suddenly stop? And why was it always an animal that I saw? There was some problem with my brain, then surely it would have been continued into adulthood. One further thing, I don't know whether it's a coincidence or not, but the citation of these incidents seemed to coincide with the removal of an old wardrobe from my room, or the 14 forums. Wow, and it says later on in that forum thread, this person also mentions, well, the experience was around 50 years ago for me. I'm turning 60 in a couple weeks. Those things didn't follow me. They followed my sister in a move from city to country. She saw them every night. I only saw them infrequently, which I was mighty glad of. As for masking abduction experience, could you be right, or you could be right, as ever since I first saw an UFO, I had a horrible nightmare and see four different types now. My son also saw the last one, which was only a year ago. I no longer have the nightmares. I used to dream they were coming to get me. I'd see the ships coming and I would be running trying to hide, but they would always find me. Funny thing was, after menopause, I never had those nightmares. I used to wonder about those. So, pretty weird stuff going on with animals. So, what do you guys think? Was it aliens? Did they mask as animals? Do they mask as animals? I mean, I imagine they can mask as anything. I don't know. To me, like when it comes to alien stuff, it's a different feeling. And again, that's because, I work on my feelings. Um, it's just a very different, almost like your fight or flight kicks in. Um, but different from like an investigation where you get scared by something, if that makes sense. Yeah, shapeshifters, definitely. I mean, there's a lot of things that could fall into the alien world, I guess. Um, But that's wild that this different. What do you guys think? Do you think these were aliens? There are two kinds, Ron. Oh, you're talking about water heaters. Sorry. Um, yeah, tricksters can mask themselves as anything, almost like actors with many faces. Yes, almost like shapeshifters. I definitely agree. I definitely agree. But why, if that's the case, though, then why do we what? Why do so many see the same gray alien? Yeah, exactly, Little Red. Aliens are kind of parts of the paranormal. That's why I never understood why people of the alien community, the UFO community, and a lot of paranormal researchers don't like each other or don't, that's why in my channel it's everything because, you don't know. I never understood that. Why the UFO community and the paranormal community do not get along that well. But why would they want to see us to see it, knowing that it'll scare the hell out of us? The gray. See, a lot of theories too is the gray ones are robots for our government, even in some situations for our government. Others for other types of aliens. Really, Diary? Have you ever seen the movie Harry or Harvey? I mean, yeah, grays are workers, right, Ron? Yeah, exactly. But some people in the fake talking about the fake invasion that like some of the UFOs that we see are ours. Some of them are not. If you follow the whole Stephen Greer thing. Wow, see another synchronicity, Diary. Oh, okay, Diary. I was just wondering. Wow, Little Red. Yeah, I've done that before. I knew exactly what this house looked like in the inside. Never went in it when I was younger, in this town that I lived in. Loved the house, was drawn to the house for some reason. Never been in it, but I can imagine what it looked like. And I went in it years later when I was a teenager, and one of my friends actually lived in the house, and it looked identical to my dream when I've never been in it in my life. That's pretty wild. Yeah, it's freaky when that happens. Talk about a big freaking deja vu. Did you get deja vu from that, Little Red? Oh, I totally read that wrong. I'm so sorry. Right, Ron. Yeah, exactly. But where do you think, Ron, do the aliens fit into our world? Like, I mean, do you think um wrong one. There we go. Do you think that like aliens are our keepers? Or are we aliens like our soul? Are we, is it the Matrix? Are we up and laying and dreaming? And this is our life? Is our like our dream from, if that makes sense? Yeah, I mean, I'm guilty of that too, Little Red. I mean, when my daughter heard a voice in her bedroom, it's well, first of all, she knows how I am when I'm sleeping. You could tell me anything and I'll say something stupid. And I told her to go back to bed. It was the heater. Don't remember that happening, but um all with all three of my kids, I've had I don't know, it's hard to explain. I'm always my biggest fear now mind you, I've been researching spirits and that for a very, very long time. Okay. I'm not scared of them. And I don't know if I've seen it in a movie somewhere, but my biggest fear was my kids, like their cribs being up on the second floor, like in a bedroom, and me being down in the living room, and like them just like floating down the hallway and down the stairs, like somebody's holding them, but nobody's there. I don't know where that comes from. I don't know why I think about that even today. Aw, it's Boomer. Wow. See, now, okay. See, that's weird. Now, is that what they're talking about, Diary, when I said you can change your past? I mean, I understand shadow work, changing your past to, and change your future, right? I totally get that. But it's stuff like that with you haunting your brother on the back porch or back patio. To me, that signifies that something, I don't know, that my brain can't comprehend, can't, wow, can't comprehend is going on, if that makes sense. It's just crazy to me. I can do that, Lil Rod. I do that. Like my son, when my son was up here, is not up here, but when he was in chat, when I freaked my oldest daughter out, because when I'm mad, I shut down electronics. Like I have to be like really pissed off though. That's why when I'm frustrated from working on the computer, I have to walk away because it'll only screw up more. Yeah. Yeah, I can't. I can't. Well, I let me put it to this way. I've never tried to do it on command, if that makes sense. Because usually, if I'm on, stuff, I want to use it. If that makes any sense. Yeah, like I've done the whole, pull in, let loose. Do you know, Little Red, that a lot of people in I just know this because my family's in uh the medical field. A lot of OR rooms, they have papers taped up on the lights that say, if you can read this, because they want to believe that people have out-of-body experiences. So they have paper on the top of the lights that say, if you read this, please let us know. Hey, Michigander man. How you doing, Rob? Thanks for coming in. Zach's over in Facebook land, I think. Yes, he is. He's over in Facebook land. Good to hear. Good to hear. I'm actually about to get off here in about 8 minutes, I guess. But the last part of the little show that I was going to talk about was the face on Mars. What do you guys think that is? Do you think it's just a paranormal? I can't even say it anymore. The face on Mars? Or do you even... I'm sure you guys have heard about the face on Mars. What do you guys think it is? Why do you think it's there? Very cool, Rob. That is awesome. Al Capone's Yellow Motel. That's awesome. I hope you're recording or doing a video for it, because I would love to check that out. I did not move the screen. I did not move. No, nothing. Did you guys see the screen move? I'm not even screen sharing. Damn it, of course not. Why would I be screen sharing? My screen just moved up and down. Like it just went like this. And I didn't touch it. Okay, cool, Rob. I'd love to see that. I'd love to check that out. Did I move? No, I didn't move. I even checked to see if maybe I caught the mouse cord in my foot, but I'm nowhere near it. It's not out here because I get my cord from my headphones screwed up with it sometimes. But no, it's not even sticking out here. That's what I was trying to figure out. Not even moving this moves the screen or anything. The Star Trek Delta? What's that about, Zach? Oh, I can't. Damn it. I wanted to. I hate that Streamlabs or StreamYards, you can't do that. I need to copy so I can search. There it is. Oh, no, I did hear about that. I did hear about that. I don't know. I haven't searched it yet. Little Red, you leaving? I hope you have a wonderful day, hon. Take care and be safe out there, okay? Thank you so much for coming in. I did hear about something. I want to make sure, or I want to see if this is the same thing. No, that's StreamYard. Why am I doing that? How the hell did that just happen? Oh, okay. You know what? I'm not even going to try anymore. Some weird shit's happening now. Yeah, there's a lot of pyramids on the moon and Mars. I did read yesterday, and I'll have to wait and do this next week. But I did read about NASA somehow they was it NASA? I can't remember if it was the moon or Mars. One of the two. NASA is thinking that there might be an underground base. So it's like, is it all even leading up to the fake invasion? Do you know what I mean? When NASA starts talking about aliens and an alien base, it kind of, yeah, the Delta. I do know what you're talking about, Zach. I did hear that. I did hear about that. I just have to look it up again because I know what you're talking about. Let me see. No, not Delta planes. What the hell? Oh, are you talking about Dulcie? Now I got to get right back to the right thing. Hold on. Okay. Oh yeah, you're right, Ron. They do put the red color. Yeah. I've been waiting for because everybody. I will definitely look that into it more, Zach. I do know what you're talking about, but um, Ron, everybody talks about why they haven't gone back to the moon or anything. Well, I don't know the number one reason. I've never heard them say though, but I've heard Buzz talk about it, about how moon dust was eating through their spaceship, or not the spaceship, their space clothes, and stuff like that. The dust from the moon would eat through their shoes and the little the gloves and everything. But yet they've never given a definitive answer why they won't go back to the moon. I mean, if they sat there and was like, well, because of the moon dust, we don't want to harm anything, I would get that. But they haven't even mentioned that. It's so weird. And the reason I started Discord, the SOTM, Shadows of the Moon, Discord, is if you join that, I'm definitely going to have, it's going to be like a forum. I just started it, but I also put it out there. So if you guys don't want to come up on StreamYard and show your face, you can call from the Discord platform, and we can live talk through the show. Right, yeah. Exactly, Ron. It's like, did we go or did we not go? Did we just fake it to be ahead of the aerospace race? I don't know. A lot of the things with Von Braun and everything, um, what are you sorry for, Zach? What are you sorry for? I don't see him God, I don't know. He wanted to come out with the whole alien thing. And I just, I don't know. It's crazy. There's so much we could talk about with that. But unfortunately, it is 12:30. I have to go sleep and I have to go eat breakfast first of all. But guys, I thank you so much for hanging out. Right, Ron? That definitely could be. Definitely could be. That's a good theory or a good way of thinking about it. Yeah, I like that. I think we did, but we just made movies just in case. Definitely could be. I mean, no doubt. But I thank you guys all for being here. I've had a lot of fun today. I always have a lot of fun with you guys. I'm gonna head out and yeah. I love you guys. Thank you guys for being here. You guys are awesome. And we'll talk again next week about this. Where am I going? I don't know. I've been sharing the screen the whole time. Didn't know that either. No, but I love you guys. I thank you for coming out and hanging with me. Stop by tomorrow for game day, fun day, all that good stuff. Take care, Rob. Have a great night. Hey, Randall. Thanks for stopping in. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate it. Much love to you all. Tomorrow's game day. We take a break from all this stuff and play games. Jackbox TV, if you guys play that, or maybe we'll do it's quiz time. I don't know. But Diary's gambling all her points away. And yeah, have an awesome day, everybody. Wow, nice win, Diary. Holy crap. I will talk to you tomorrow. Come back for some fun times, play some games, and yeah, then Friday is Freaky News Friday. So I will talk to you tomorrow, guys. Have an awesome day or night or evening or morning, wherever you are. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye, guys.